Oh, hi there. I see you're new to hiking. Welcome to the club. Here is your initiation plant that you can stare at every time you're not outside hiking. I hear you have some questions.
The beauty of the hiking community is that we're all just out here wandering around with gear and methods that work for us, so I'm just one voice in a sea of many, but I'm going to try and answer these questions in a kind of rapid fire format to help you along as you make hiking your new personality. What size backpack do I need? It's easier to go with 55 to 65 litres, including all the outside pockets. Mine has a total capacity of 65. How heavy should my pack be? A general rule is that your pack should not weigh more than around 20% of your body weight. I weigh around 57 kilos, so I'm aiming for no more than 11.5. Do I always achieve this by the time I add food, water, and camera gear? No, but it's a guide. How do I keep my stuff dry if it starts raining? A pack liner, non-negotiable. I use a Nylofume pack liner. It goes on the inside of your pack, then you put all your stuff inside of it and roll it up at the top. You can also keep things in Ziploc bags or dry sacks. Some people use pack covers to go on the outside, but as long as you have a pack liner. How much water should I carry? Take into consideration that we should be drinking 2 litres per day in our regular lives anyway. I usually carry 2 to 3 litres. Some people only carry 1 litre and fill up as they hike along, but you'd want to be pretty confident that there's water sources to do this. Do I need trekking poles? Trekking poles are not just for old folks with knee problems. Trekking poles provide so many benefits. So while you don't necessarily need them, I would highly recommend them. My first pair were $30 off eBay. Now I use the Durston Gear trekking poles. How do I keep my electronics charged? A portable power bank. Depending on your usage and what you need to charge, a power bank of 10,000 or 20,000 milliamp hours is suitable for most people. How do I know if my pack fits me? When your pack is on, you want your shoulder strap to be flush with your shoulder. This is a good example. This is a bad example. A lot of it comes down to the length of your torso. Traditional backpacks will have an adjustable harness that moves the straps up and down. Put some weight in the pack, tighten your hip belt first so it's sitting on the bones of your hip, followed by these guys. Keep taking your pack on and off, playing around with the position of the harness until it's sitting flush with your shoulder. How many kilometers should I be walking each day? I'd say most structured hikes have a range from 10 to 20 kilometers. It varies greatly depending on the type of terrain, but 10 kilometers can take about 3 to 4 hours, 20 kilometers can take 6 to 8 hours, not including breaks. How do I treat water on the trail? There is a difference between filtering water and purifying water. In most cases, a water filter will be fine, such as the Sawyer Squeeze or Katadyn Be Free, but I would always recommend bringing water purification tablets with you in addition to your water filter as an emergency, or if you don't trust the water after it's been filtered. And yeah, you should filter your water every single time, even if it looks clean and even if it's running water. What kind of food should I bring for a multi-day hike? Food weight adds up quickly. Try and keep it lightweight, calorie dense, some non-perishable things, items like nuts, protein bars, dehydrated or freeze-dried meals. But don't bring something you wouldn't normally enjoy eating, otherwise you won't eat it. Where do you put your food at night? I'm in Australia. The worst that can happen is being visited by a possum or a mouse. Because of this, my method is to not eat food in the tent, put all food and rubbish into my food bag, wrap my food bag inside my pack liner, close up my pack and leave it under the vestibule of my tent. Another option that people go for is to hang their food bag from a shelter or a tree, but of course it's a whole new set of rules if you are hiking in bear territory. You know, watering a plant is a lot like watching a YouTube video. If you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, it keeps me alive, so I can keep on growing and keep making more videos. What is a PLB? A PLB stands for Personal Locator Beacon. If you are in an emergency situation, aka you break your leg and you have no cell service, set off your PLB. It will use the satellite to alert search and rescue with your location. Do I need a PLB? You should be taking one with you at all times, regardless if you're going on a 2-hour hike or a 4-day hike. You can even hire one for your trip if you don't want to fork out the money. You should never rely on your phone in place of a PLB. How many pairs of socks should I bring? 2 to 3. Always maintain one dry pair that you can wear around camp when you are finished hiking for the day and sleep in if you need. Then it's up to you if you want to keep wearing the same pair of socks for each day of hiking or bring a third pair so you can rotate each day and one has a chance to dry out. I personally take 3 pairs. What temperature rating should my sleeping bag be? This varies greatly depending on if you are a warm or a cold sleeper, it depends on the actual temperature at nighttime, and it depends on the R value of your sleeping pad. The higher the R value, the better insulated off the ground you will be. It's usually best to look at the comfort rating on a bag, meaning if the temperature gets down to that number, you should still be comfortable. Generally speaking, people use bags from 5 degrees Celsius all the way down to -10 degrees Celsius. I use -10, I would rather be too hot and have to stick a leg out than struggle to keep warm. What's the difference between a down and synthetic sleeping bag? There are other factors that come into play, but to make this as simple as possible, down is going to be warmer for its weight. So if you have 2 sleeping bags, one is synthetic and one is down, and they are both rated to -5 degrees, the down sleeping bag is going to weigh less and it's going to be more compact. The upside to synthetic is that it is cheaper, and if it gets wet, it won't entirely lose its ability to keep you warm. Whereas if your down bag gets wet, then you've potentially put yourself in a dangerous situation. You'll find that most experienced hikers use down over synthetic unless they are using synthetic for ethical reasons. My first sleeping bag was synthetic because I could not afford a down one. What size shoes do I need? Keep in mind your feet may swell and expand while hiking. I usually recommend at least half a size up from your regular size. You can also do the thumb trick, where you're going to take the insole out, put the socks on that you're going to wear, place your foot down on the insole, and you'll want to be able to fit your thumb between your big toe and the end. How do I prevent blisters? Make sure you have correct fitting shoes, wear sock liners, followed by socks that contain a merino wool blend. If you feel a hot spot coming on, stop immediately and tape it. What's the leave no trace principles? Morally, as a hiker, you are required to follow the leave no trace principles. There are 7 of them. These are plan ahead and prepare, travel and camp on durable surfaces, dispose of waste properly, leave what you find, minimize campfire impacts, respect wildlife, and be considerate of others. They basically mean be a good human and keep our wild places wild. Okay, so while I could have gone into so much detail about everything I just mentioned, I hope this helps. If you have more questions, let me know and I can do another one. In the meantime, feel free to watch the other videos on my channel and come get your plant. Oh wait. Not the dirt.